Welcome back to Cabin View Ventures. So busy morning already. We just dropped off the zero turn to get the first year service done. There's a little oil leak I want to have checked out, so I figured I'd just take it back to the dealership I bought it from, have them check that and do the first year service on it. And then we also picked up a load of firewood. So this is my 14-foot utility trailer. It is loaded with firewood right now. I found a good deal on this stuff. A lot of it is going to need split down a lot smaller, so we will just load it, we'll just unload it into a big pile and then split this down. And I actually have a little bit more that I need to go pick up, so let's get this stuff unloaded. All right, guys, we got that first load done. I still need to run back and pick up 2 more scoops. So that was 4 scoops that they gave me. Now, there was 2 points to me buying this firewood. For one, I wanted some more seasoned firewood to be able to sell right away. I got a good deal on it. And I also wanted to check out some of the competition. Now, these guys really aren't direct competition. I am selling bundled firewood only. I'm trying to sell more premium bundled firewood. And this is one of the bigger landscapers around here that sells bulk. So this is advertised as seasoned, ready to burn firewood. I've actually gotten a couple loads from 2 local landscapers, big landscapers, and I'm not happy with either one of them. So, you know, like I said, I got this for a good price, but let me show you this stuff. I mean, if you are like a homeowner that just likes to burn in your fireplace or wood stove, this wood is not ready, and I highly doubt it's seasoned enough to burn good. A lot of it is so big, all of this, almost all of this, is gonna need resplit. So a lot of it, you can tell, this is all just run through a big processor. So these guys are just making a ton of firewood. I mean, that piece is 18.5 inches. That one's 19. Let's see. That one's 19. That one's 19. That one's 19. So a lot of it is like 18 to 19 inches. There was one piece in here that was a good 2 feet long. And I mean, this piece here, there was a bunch like this. I mean, that's a 5.5 by 5.5 inch piece of wood. So, you know, what else do we have? This one here is 6 inches by 7 inches. Now here's a real long piece. I mean, this guy here is, that piece is 22.5 inches. It's 4 inches thick by 7.5 inches wide. And that's this whole pile. So all of this is just big splits, long. So I want to split into a couple of them. Let's check the moisture content and see, because like I said, this is advertised as seasoned firewood. And I bet you I'm gonna split all this, stack it, and not be able to sell it until next year. I'm also gonna take the time to cut it down to the length I want. So, you know, I want to make sure I'm selling good premium bundled firewood. That's the business I want to get into. This is going to take me a little more time to process, but, you know, this is kind of the learning curve I'm going through right now. And so far, I haven't found anybody around here that's selling good premium bundles. Oh, here's another piece. There wasn't too many of these, but check this piece out. Oh. Look at this piece of firewood in there. This guy's 13.5 inches wide. They're 13.5 inches long, 8.5 inches wide. I mean, this is more boiler wood than, you know, nice firewood for a wood stove or fireplace.
Can you stack it?
Oh man, I can see. Look how wet this oak is inside. This stuff's nowhere near seasoned.
Can I see?
Yep, come look at it, bud. See how wet it looks?
Yeah, it's really wet.
Okay, watch out. I'm gonna split a couple more.
It's really wet. Dad, you want me to come?
There's another piece of oak, nice and wet inside.
Where are these wet stuff coming from?
Piece of cherry. Looks like we got a lot of oak, cherry, and locust in here. Here's a smaller piece. All right, this is one of the smaller pieces. Let's split this up too, and we'll check this one. All right. I'm gonna come over so you guys can see this good. Oh.
I'm gonna come over so I can see it good too. Come on, guys.
I'm always hitting this thing.
Whoa, look at all of it.
There we go. 25.5.
Sorry, be careful, Dad.
That one's 34. That smaller. Oh, this is one I already did. This is one of those smaller pieces. 25. None of this stuff is even close to being ready. Here's this one down here. You can hear it going. 31, 32. This piece. That one's 16 there. 16. So this one's about ready. That one's 16 and a half. So there's one that's ready. But almost, well, this whole pile is gonna need split. There's very few pieces in here that are actually split down to the right size to burn. So as you can see, this stuff is nowhere near seasoned firewood, which they advertise. I mean, not even, you couldn't even burn this stuff. It's so wet. This is just gonna smoke in your fireplace or your wood stove. So we got a lot of work to do, but you know, this is what a lot of people around here are selling. You know, and this was covered. So they have a big covered canopy, one of those arch canopies on top of like those freight boxes. So they have a ton of firewood stacked in there. And it's just cut too big to dry in time. And this is what a lot of the big landscapers around here are selling. These guys just, they probably just don't have the time to, you know, make nice processed firewood. So, you know, they're just running it through a big processor, throwing it into a big pile. And I mean, it would take years for this to dry like that. So I'm sure they're selling it a lot faster than that. But we know that we have a good opportunity to capture some market around here if we can sell good, you know, same length, same size, nice dried, seasoned, bundled firewood. So, all right, I got to go pick up the other load, and we're gonna start splitting this stuff. Probably not in this video, but we're gonna, you know, spend a good day, cut this stuff down to the right length, and get it split and stacked. All right, so we actually got that second load unloaded pretty quick. So we're down here in the log yard. I've got all the wood piled up. I've got a little jig set up on the ground here. So what I'm gonna do is just start cutting through these, throw them into this little hole right here. Once I have this filled up, we'll split it, we'll stack it, and we'll repeat. So we'll see how much we can get done. I've only got a little more time left today that I can get some work done out here. So we won't get a whole lot done, but hopefully at least 1 or 2 loads. I know this isn't the most efficient way to do this, but like I said a couple times now, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm selling good premium hardwoods that are all cut to the same size and the same diameter. I don't want big pieces, little pieces. I want everything the same size. So I want my bundles to be really nice when I sell them. Okay guys, so that's all we're gonna cut. So let's get some of this split up and start getting it stacked. Now, like I said, I know this is not the ideal way to do it. That was a lot of extra work. You're definitely better off just buying firewood poles and cutting them down from there. But you know, now I know my competition a little bit better, and I know there's not too many people around here that sell bundled firewood. The good bundled firewood, the kiln dried bundled firewood, is most of those packs are $8, and they're for a 0.75 cubic foot, so they're a lot smaller than what I sell. So you know, it's going to help me with marketing for one thing, because I know what I'm up against. I know there's not many people out there in my area that are selling the type of bundles I am. So that'll help me a lot going into the next selling season. I don't have a whole lot more to sell for this spring, so we'll see what I have for this summer. Maybe I can sell some campfire wood. I would love to find an account with a campground that can bundle firewood and sell to them. So, you know, we'll see where this goes. But we're slowly making progress with this firewood business, which is what I wanted. So, all right, let's get this stuff split up and start stacking it. All right, so this is actually pretty nice stuff. I mean, even though it's not seasoned, this is all really good wood. I mean, most of it is locust and red oak. So hopefully we can get this to dry out for next winter. The locust is actually pretty dry feeling now. The red oak is what's going to take a while. But you know, even though we bought unseasoned firewood, because this stuff was ran through a processor, you know, it's already pretty square wood, so easy to split down to a good size. You know, I split the red oak pretty small compared to some of the other stuff that's in there. But there wasn't a whole lot of rotted wood. There's only a couple pieces I threw out, so it was all in pretty good shape. So all in all, not a bad buy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go split and stack a little bit more, but that's gonna just about wrap things up for today. So thanks for joining me. If you like the content, please subscribe. We love the questions and comments, and I will see you guys on the next one.